Thanksgiving celebration is centered around food, family, and gratitude. How can you enjoy a healthy Thanksgiving dinner with diabetes? You, my friend, do not let diabetes hold you back from enjoying a nice Thanksgiving dinner. All you need to do is follow my simple tips to have an enjoyable Thanksgiving dinner with your friends and family. Hey, change makers, are you ready to transform to a healthy and happy you? Hello, I am Rajitha Bommakanti, registered nurse, faith-based holistic coach, and founder of Healthy You Lifestyle Center. If you want to develop healthy habits for life, one step at a time, click the red subscribe button and the bell icon now. Thanksgiving is a day to be thankful for what you have in life. People with diabetes feel stuck at the dinner table when they cannot enjoy everything that everybody else is enjoying at the table, and then their willpower just disappoints them. Well, willpower is a broken approach to thriving and success. How can you actually make a lifestyle change so that you are not in this yo-yo blood sugars and mood swings through this process? Learn to rewire your brain circuits so that you are always choosing the right healthy option that is diabetic friendly. Why do so many of us go overboard on Thanksgiving despite the best intentions not to, with all the food that's right in front of us? Can we blame our brain for that? Our subconscious brain is habituated and we eat whatever is in front of us, whether we want it or not. It's like driving a car just mindlessly. You go halfway and you realize, oh, you are going on a wrong route because you are just habituated into going in that direction because your internal GPS just took you that wrong way. We are especially attracted to food that is high in processed carbohydrates, high in fats and sugar and salt, which makes our brain very happy with that dopamine rush that just goes through us as we eat. Just thinking about those foods that are our favorite foods filled with butter, salt, sugars, all of this, just thinking about it makes your brain want to eat more and more. It's saying, eat me, give me that, that is your craving for that. And it gives you that dopamine rush. And have you ever experienced that? Just by thinking about certain foods, you get saliva, your mouth gets all watery, saying, give me some more of that. I want to eat that. Tell me in the comments below, have you experienced something like that? As soon as you thought about food, you were like, oh, my mouth is watering. I want that. And continue watching this video until the end because I'll be sharing with you some strategic tips how you can enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner even though you have diabetes so that you can have fun with the rest of your family. While food is clearly essential for our nourishment of our body, but it is the pleasure that's involved in eating that makes our eating worthwhile. Our brain is based on rewards. Our brain stores the rewards after just taking a couple bites of that pecan pie. The brain stored that memory that you just had that pecan pie and how good it tasted. Neurons that release dopamine are activated when we expect to receive a reward. Then we start to crave for that food. Then we start to get restless because we are wanting that food. You get agitated and then you muster up all this energy to get up and go get some more of that food. So that's how our brain works. So, based on that, our food is engineered to crave. Did you know that? There is a science behind this engineering of the food to excite us, to crave for more, and to get more and more of that food, just so that we can get that dopamine rush and feel pleasure, and get addicted to that food. So, when you pay attention to what you're eating and then realize that it might not taste that good, even though it tastes good temporarily, it's not good for your body. It's not good for your health because afterwards, you will just feel very sluggish. Your blood sugars will be spiking up and down, and your mood swings will be to a no end. Then, if you have that memory stored, then you might not reach for that food that you're not supposed to. That is not good for you. Awareness trumps the willpower. So, you first need to have awareness. That's the first thing. You need to have that awareness to realize that that's not the food that you would want to reach for. That will help your mind and your body not to overeat, not to reach for foods that are not good for you. That's when your brain will retain that memory. And in order to have that, it is a process. It takes time for your brain to retain. So it's a practice that you do need to practice every single day, having awareness to what you're eating, what is it going to do to you, what is it going to do to your body afterwards, and how are you going to feel later on. Over time, it becomes an habit. How can you do that? Identify how you relate to different triggers. Then you think about, am I eating this to eat and nourish my body or to numb myself? Then identify what is actually triggering you. What is behind those emotions? And write all those foods down that are more likely to cause you to eat mindlessly. What are they? Be mindful of those foods when you're around them. If you resist eating throughout the day and skip your breakfast and lunch, then you are just going to wreck your Thanksgiving dinner because your blood sugars will be all wacky because you will be eating way more than what you have intended to. Instead, eat balanced breakfast, lunch. Then you can enjoy eating balanced portion control Thanksgiving dinner with everybody else and feel good about yourself. along with the rest of the family. And when you're eating, sit down and eat. Have a seat at the table and eat instead of nibbling by the fridge or eating some snacks in the car. You will enjoy your food more when you sit down and eat at the table. Pay full attention to what you're eating. Then you will be consuming balanced amount of calories and enjoy every bite of it. And another thing is slow down that chewing. Intentionally slow down and eat a little slower than the person that's sitting next to you. That way you can enjoy every single bite of that food that's going into you. So pace yourself. Don't race. There, food is not going anywhere. It's going to sit right there for you to enjoy. And also, sleep is another thing. Sleep is very important. Even just 15 minutes of extra sleep will really help you reduce the vulnerability to hunger. Sleep helps regulate your appetite hormones. When you are stressed, the part of the brain that differentiates between good and bad will just go off track. And then you will go towards food to calm yourself down. Instead, practice meditation. Practice meditation before you even go for your Thanksgiving dinner so that all the negative effects of the nervous system gets reduced. And then it calms your nervous system down, it lowers your heart rate, it lowers your blood pressure, and also balances your blood sugars. Be mindful about what you're putting in your plates. Balance your plate, and then your blood sugars will be nice and steady along as you're enjoying the Thanksgiving meal. Choose the right carbs. The right carbs, such as quinoa, sweet potato, winter squash, and berries. These have plenty of fiber, which helps with the food digestion, keeps the food slow, and then the digestive process is nice and slow so that the blood sugars are nice and steady. Shy away from added sugars. Keep your portion sizes in check. Quantity and portion sizing will be the most important factor in keeping your blood sugars very well balanced and your mood balanced through the dinner. And also make simple swaps. Tiny changes can be made to a recipe to make it more diabetic friendly. For example, while you're baking, instead of a white bread, use almond flour, oat flour, or chickpea flour instead of white flour. I'm sorry, I said white bread, right? Whenever you're baking, instead of white, replace something with a whole, almond, oats, chickpea. These are all better flours that will keep the blood sugars much stable. They are diabetic friendly. And also, don't forget to get moving. Enjoy a nice long walk with the rest of the family after dinner. Clean up the dining table and then go out for a family walk and catch up on those family conversations during the long walks that you're going to be having. I am your faith-based holistic coach. Until next time, choose the diabetic friendly options and enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner.